The courtroom is silent. A young man, Elijah Porter, stands before the bench, hands shaking. His mother watches from the back row, whispering prayers under her breath. Behind the bench sits Judge Harold Whitmore, a man whose power has gone unchecked for decades. Everyone in this town knows his reputation, especially when it comes to people who look like Elijah. Whitmore flips through the case file lazily. "Mr. Porter, you're charged with theft and resisting arrest. You expect me to believe you were just fixing your car?" Elijah's voice trembles. "Sir, I wasn't stealing. The officers, they made a mistake." The judge scoffs. "Sure they did. That's what your kind always says." The words hang in the air like poison. Elijah's lawyer, Samantha Lee, steps forward. "Your Honor, we have video footage from the gas station." Whitmore slams the gavel. "Enough! I won't tolerate excuses." Elijah's mother can't hold it anymore. "Please, sir, my son is innocent." "Then maybe you should have raised him better," the judge sneers. Gasps echo through the room. Elijah looks at the judge, tears in his eyes. "I didn't do anything wrong." Whitmore leans back coldly. 5 years in state prison. Maybe that'll teach you responsibility." The gavel drops. Elijah's mother screams. Samantha protests. But it's over. As the guards lead Elijah away, he stares at the judge. There's no hatred, just quiet resolve. Prison is hard. The nights are long, the food tasteless, the air heavy with regret. But Elijah finds solace in one thing: drawing. He sketches faces, memories, anything to stay sane. One day, the prison chaplain notices, "You've got a gift, son. Don't waste it." Elijah begins drawing every day until his art catches the eye of a visiting nonprofit. Months later, his sketch of a crying mother holding empty handcuffs wins a national contest. It's displayed in a major city exhibit titled Inside Voices. Reporters start asking questions. One of them interviews Elijah, who tells the story of his wrongful conviction. The video goes viral. Hashtags flood social media. Hashtag justice for Elijah. Hashtag end bias in courtrooms. Lawyers reopen his case. The evidence the judge ignored, the gas station footage, the witness statements, finally comes to light. After 3 long years, Elijah walks out of prison a free man. Cameras flash as he steps into the sunlight. He doesn't speak, he just whispers, "Thank you, God." His mother hugs him tightly, tears of joy streaming down her face. "You're home, baby." Months later, Elijah's art career blossoms. His exhibit, Shades of Justice, sells out. He starts a foundation for the wrongfully convicted, helping others rebuild their lives. At his first charity gala, guests from across the country attend, activists, lawyers, even government officials. But as Elijah takes the stage, a familiar face appears at the back: Judge Harold Whitmore. He walks slowly, cane in hand, older, smaller, once powerful, now disgraced after a federal review exposed his pattern of biased rulings. He approaches Elijah after the event. "Mr. Porter, I came to apologize. I was wrong about you. About everything." Elijah studies him, silent for a moment. The crowd watches. Finally, Elijah speaks. "I don't hate you. I forgive you. Not for you, for me." The judge's voice cracks. "I'm sorry." Elijah turns to the audience. Justice isn't about revenge. It's about redemption. What we choose to do with power defines who we are. Applause fills the hall. Whitmore turns to leave but stops when he sees who's seated behind Elijah: Deputy Attorney General Jonathan Rees, leading the National Reform Task Force. Elijah's foundation is now backed by the Department of Justice. The judge freezes. His heart sinks. The man he once condemned now stands surrounded by leaders who can change the system he abused. As the room celebrates Elijah's success, Whitmore quietly slips out. Outside, the night air feels cold against his skin. He glances back through the window. Elijah shaking hands, smiling, respected, admired. "Justice served," he whispers. Weeks later, Whitmore receives a letter. The handwriting is neat and familiar. "Dear Mr. Whitmore, thank you, not for what you did, but for what I learned. You taught me how justice fails without compassion. I forgave you long ago. I hope you learn to forgive yourself too. Elijah Porter." Tears blur Whitmore's vision. For the first time, the man who once judged others feels the weight of being judged himself. He folds the letter and whispers, "Maybe there's still time to be better." Years later, Elijah unveils a new painting titled "The Verdict." It shows a judge and a prisoner facing each other, their faces swapped. The message is clear: anyone can sit on either side of justice. The audience rises in applause. In the back, an old man watches quietly. Whitmore smiles faintly, then walks away into the night. Sometimes life has a way of turning the tables. The same hands that condemn can one day tremble with regret, and the ones who were silenced become the loudest voices for truth. Elijah Porter was judged unfairly, but instead of letting hate consume him, he turned pain into purpose. Because karma doesn't need witnesses, it just needs time. And when it finally comes knocking, even the powerful must answer. If this story moved you, or reminded you that justice always finds its way, don't just scroll past. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss stories that inspire, challenge, and remind us of what truly matters: compassion, integrity, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching.